later they're going to have to really realize, like, hold on, dog.
We just got to see what we got in the locker room.
And then this is another thing.
I know Njoku's mad. I know Jerry Jeudy's upset. I know Tillman is upset. Keon Junkins, listen, he having
allow.
Right now.
Right now. Start him now. Stop it. Stop, enough.
Cam Newton just dropped a truth bomb that's shaking all of Cleveland. The former NFL MVP didn't hold back. He exposed what's really going down inside the Browns facility, and trust me, it's uglier than anyone thought. If you believe in Shedeur, make sure to subscribe and drop SS100 in the comments, because it's time the league gives him the spotlight he deserves. According to Newton, Kevin Stefanski's refusal to move on from Dillon Gabriel is ripping this team apart from within. Cam didn't mince words. Stefanski's stubbornness isn't just losing us games, it's losing him the locker room. And here's the thing. Cam's not out here talking wild by himself. People close to the organization and analysts who've watched this slow-motion collapse all season are seeing the same red flags. Reports say leaders like Njoku, Cedric, and Jeudy are voicing their frustrations, and honestly, who could blame them? You can only stay quiet for so long when things keep sliding downhill. Yet Stefanski still locked in on Gabriel like it's some personal mission. If this keeps up, analysts are already whispering Stefanski might not make it through the season. The locker room's drifting, morale's tanking, and Cleveland feels like it's on the edge of another full-blown meltdown.
Big dog, you're losing games. And tick, 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 tick. You're on a clock. And even though that's the ticking time of a clock, it can also be the ticking time of a bomb.
Cam Newton just went nuclear, again, doubling down on his criticism of Kevin Stefanski and calling out exactly what's wrong in Cleveland. According to Cam, Stefanski might think he's being patient by sticking with Dillon Gabriel, but in reality, he's sitting dead center on a disaster that's about to blow. The tension inside this team is building by the day, and Newton's message couldn't be louder. This is a ticking bomb, and everyone knows it. Our Browns are stacking losses like it's a bad habit, and you can practically feel the frustration seeping through that locker room. Newton didn't hold back. He flat out warned that if Stefanski trots Gabriel out there one more time expecting something different, that bomb's going off, and the front office might have no choice but to finally pull the plug. The stakes never been higher. Newton made it painfully clear Stefanski might not realize just how close he is to the edge right now. With players reportedly getting more vocal every week, that quiet frustration is about to spill over. If Stefanski fumbles this next decision, the noise inside that locker room won't stay behind closed doors for long. Time's running out, the pressure's boiling, and the margin for error in Cleveland is officially gone.
Be very mindful of the games that you play. I understand the tactic and I understand the protocol. But ladies and gentlemen, Coach Stefanski, that time is ticking for you to have to make a decision.
Cam Newton's warnings just came true, word for word. That gut-wrenching loss to the Patriots was the breaking point, the kind of game that had every Browns fan ready to toss the remote straight through the TV. And after that meltdown, Myles Garrett, our defensive cornerstone and emotional heartbeat, finally snapped. In a post-game press conference that'll be replayed for weeks, Garrett didn't sugarcoat a thing. He unloaded pure, raw frustration. No filters, no diplomacy, making it painfully clear he's done with this ongoing circus. Garrett said it straight. He doesn't care about Kevin Stefanski's reasoning anymore, and he's completely over the endless excuses tied to our quarterback mess. For Myles, it's simple math. He just wants to win football games for Cleveland. That's it. But here's the gut punch. No matter how dominant he's been every Sunday, the offense's total collapse is dragging everything down. You can see it in his eyes. He's leaving it all on the field, but it's starting to look like he's trapped in a fight he can't win.
I'm frustrated. I want to win. I don't care how much time is on the clock. They got their starters in. There's a chance we can win. I want to be a part of that. I don't care how dire the situation looks. I'm going to try to make something happen. So I hate coming out of those situations. I hate, that kind of inevitability and not being able to do anything about it. Because I want to win and I'll do anything.
Myles Garrett's frustration with Dillon Gabriel and Kevin Stefanski is completely justified, and every Browns fan feels it. Garrett just delivered one of the best defensive performances of the year, racking up 5 sacks, 2 of them saving touchdowns. And yet, despite his dominance, it's all going to waste because Gabriel can't hit the throws that matter. Garrett is carrying this team while the offense keeps falling flat. It's beyond frustrating. Emmanuel Acho echoed that same sentiment, calling out Stefanski for creating a cultural problem, not just a tactical one. He said Stefanski's refusal to give Shedeur Sanders a chance is dividing the locker room and holding the team's future hostage. According to Ocho, Gabriel's inability to stretch the field has crippled the offense, and the fix is obvious. Start Shedeur Sanders, open up the playbook, and finally bring this Browns offense into the modern NFL.
In a minute, Stefanski's going to lose the locker room. He's going to lose the locker room because he's not even giving his team a chance. Not only not giving them a chance, but not giving us a spark. You have a quarterback in Dillon Gabriel. Listen, he's okay. I don't like talking about people, but I'm just going to call it how I see it because I watched the last 8-9 weeks in the last few games that he's played. He can't throw outside. He
ain't pushing the ball down the field.
He can't throw down the field, and he can't throw it outside the numbers. So it doesn't allow you to do as much as you want to do offensively.
Ocho didn't stop there. He doubled down, making it crystal clear that the Browns locker room is turning on Kevin Stefanski in real time. He said what a lot of people have been whispering. The issues with Dillon Gabriel aren't subtle anymore. They're screamingly obvious to everyone, especially to the guys lining up next to him every Sunday.
According to Ocho, the frustration inside that locker room has hit a boiling point, particularly among the receivers. Njoku, Judy, and Tillman, 3 guys built to make big plays, are being completely wasted in an offense that can't get them the ball. Week after week, they're running routes that never see the light of day because Gabriel just can't deliver when it matters most. Ocho called it what it is, a massive red flag that Gabriel's time in Cleveland is on borrowed seconds. And unless Stefanski pulls the trigger on a change soon, he's only delaying what everyone knows is inevitable. His warning couldn't have been sharper. If Stefanski keeps charging forward with blind loyalty, it's not just the season he's risking, it's his own job. And honestly, after the mess we've watched unfold, Ocho said what a lot of fans are starting to feel. Maybe he'd deserve it. Johnny Manziel, the former Browns quarterback who's lived that Cleveland pressure cooker firsthand, has officially joined the chorus, and he's not pulling any punches. In a fiery statement, Manziel made it crystal clear. It's time for change in Cleveland, and time for it now. He flat out called out the coaching staff, the front office, and the current quarterback situation, saying what every frustrated fan has been thinking. Dillon Gabriel's time is up. Manziel didn't mince words. He's tired of the constant excuses and the rinse and repeat cycle of disappointment. According to him, Shedeur Sanders isn't just the next man up. He's the guy Cleveland needs to hand the keys to. Manziel said there's zero doubt in his mind about Sanders' readiness to lead, calling him confident, composed, and completely built for the moment. But Johnny didn't stop at Gabriel. He went straight for Kevin Stefanski, too. He warned that if Stefanski keeps riding with a struggling quarterback out of pure stubbornness, he's not just holding back Shedeur, he's holding back the entire franchise. Manziel's message couldn't be clearer. No more excuses, no more hesitation. It's time to make the switch, unleash Shedeur Sanders, and finally start steering this team toward a future that isn't stuck in neutral.
I know Njoku's mad. I know Jerry Judy's upset. I know Tillman is upset. Keon Junkins, listen, he having...
As the noise grows louder around Kevin Stefanski's leadership and this team's direction, the finger-pointing has officially started, and it's landing squarely on Stefanski and Dillon Gabriel. Against the Patriots, Gabriel actually came out looking poised, showing flashes of promise early. But once the game got tight and the pressure turned up, he fell right back into the same bad habits. The defining moment came on that brutal interception. Gabriel had time in the pocket, a check-down option wide open, but instead, he forced a deep throw to Judy with the defender closing fast. The pass floated, got jumped, and flipped the entire momentum toward New England. Moments like that show the harsh truth. Gabriel just isn't built for this system. The Browns are a team with explosive weapons built to stretch the field. But when your quarterback can't consistently deliver deep, accurate throws, everything collapses. It's not just about arm strength. It's about timing, confidence, and leadership. And right now, the Browns are missing all 3. Now, with the season hanging by a thread, all eyes are locked on Stefanski. The calls for Shedeur Sanders to step in are growing louder by the day, and the pressure on Stefanski to finally make the right call is suffocating. If he keeps ignoring what's painfully obvious to everyone watching, this entire season could unravel fast, and the fallout could be catastrophic for both him and the organization. And make no mistake, this frustration isn't just coming from fans. Former players like Cam Newton, Emmanuel Ocho, Myles Garrett, and even Johnny Manziel have all said the same thing. Stefanski's stubbornness is tearing this team apart. The locker room's patience is gone. When stars like Garrett, Njoku, Judy, and Tillman start showing visible frustration, it's not just noise, it's a warning sign that faith in leadership is fading fast. Stefanski's job has never been under more pressure than it is right now. His refusal to adapt, even with all the evidence staring him in the face, is driving the Browns toward yet another collapse. The team needs a spark, and Shedeur Sanders represents exactly that. The locker room's ready for change, whether Stefanski is or not. If he keeps walking this same failing path, it might cost him more than just games. It could cost him his job and this franchise another wasted season. At this point, one thing is crystal clear. The Browns and their fans have reached their breaking point. The time for change isn't next week, it's right now.